Here is a quick lesson on the different types of bar lines. We typically have 1, 2, 3, 4 types of bar lines, but if you look over here, there's other kinds that we don't see that often. The first one is the most common bar line, and it is simply the bar line. That's the single line. It helps give a sense of organization to the music. The other type of bar line is called the double bar line. And the double bar line usually signifies a change in the music. Either you speed up, it might be a key change, it might be a tempo change. But if you see the double bar line, you know something is going to change. Next, we have our repeats. Repeats are bar lines where you repeat a section of music between these types of bar lines. Notice that they have a thick line, thin line, and dots. And the repeats will always bounce between the dots. If you don't have an opposite repeat sign, you typically go back to the beginning, play through your music again, and then continue on ignoring the repeat. And the final type of bar line is the final bar line. Some people also refer to these as the double bar line as well. So depending on who you're working with, this might be called the double bar line or the final bar line. But when you see this, the thick line and the thin line, that always means the end of a piece. So this really is the final bar line. If you have a multi-page piece of music and the pages all get jumbled up, you look for this and you know this will be the end. Let's take a look at a piece of music here that has all these bar lines involved, and we'll just see how they work together. So right off the bat, we have our normal bar lines. They give a sense of organization. I can pick out patterns in the rhythms. And as I move along, here is one repeat sign, and here is another repeat sign. So we play through this line of music again, and then we move on with our music. Now here we have a scherzo. This is a style change. This moves to a more playful sound in the music than what the beginning has, so it uses a double bar line. And we move along in that new style. Here is another double bar line, and to the coda, that means we're jumping to the end of the piece when we come back and repeat this section again, not getting into how that's organized at this time. And here we have something interesting. We have a double bar line because we have a key change, but since there is a repeat sign here, we have a repeat bar line. And the music moves right along, moves right along, moves right along. Here's our repeat sign. I would go back to that other one. Here we have a double bar line signifying the change in the music. Another bar line showing another change in music. Accelerando al presto, speed up very fast. And as you move all the way to the end of this piece, at the very end we have our final bar line. Let's just take one quick look to show what it looks like without any bar lines. And if I delete this, we lose all sense of organization. It's harder for me to track where the rhythm patterns are. And if I jump all the way to the end, there's no way I can track what beat and what rhythms I'm playing on there and trying to stay with other musicians. It's just impossible. Bar lines are wonderful.